Traditionally, the way that companies have developed brands and handled innovation has been to find a group of what they think of as smart people who can get together in a sometimes darkened room and brainstorm and have new ideas. Sometimes those ideas are tested on consumers to make sure that consumers like them, and then they're developed and put out into the market. But many companies have found that when they do that, the ideas that they do put into market don't achieve the full potential or everything that's hoped of them. Co-creation is a new way of doing things, which involves working much more directly with consumers throughout the process. So it's a process of collaborating with consumers rather than trying to second guess what's right for consumers and then putting it to them. Well, the definitive book of branding is not a co-created book, but it's an edited collection of the works of 18 authors, each of whom is being chosen because they're an expert in their field, and all of whom have already written on their particular subject. So there's a fantastic resource here from a lot of big names of people who are very familiar with their subject matter, and anybody who wants to look more deeply into the topic can refer to the original work by each of these authors. Co-creation has a lot to do with branding, because branding is all about the promises that companies make to their customers. So working with customers to formulate those promises is going to help those brands come up with much stronger ideas that are much more interesting and relevant to customers' lives. And we've found through the work that we do that that's true whether you're trying to co-create a breakthrough, something that fundamentally changes a product or a service, or something which is much more incremental in nature. We've spent the last 20 years working with brands and consumers to find the best way of co-creating. What we've discovered is that you can't just put people in a room together with a big question and expect them to be able to come up with the answer without any help. They need to be upskilled and taught how to collaborate. And in the book, we give lots of hints and tips to explain how to do this, and we illustrate that with practical examples from big brands all around the world.